Yeah. I know you want to arrest me, but that would not be a good idea because I'm not committing any crime. I'm informing you. Police departments that arrest those that they dislike are committing police brutality. So, whatever officer right now thought, well, we'll just arrest him and we'll put him in the can, and nobody's going to pay any attention to what he has to say because we've done that twice before? Yes. So, you have two dismissals because of incompetence. Yes. The next thing is you're going to get me put in Western State Hospital. Yes. You're going to have administered psychotropic medication against my will, and you are never going to recognize any other outside organization. Well, that's what you did in Brennan. Somebody convinced the prosecuting attorney's office to file a 2-count criminal complaint where there was no penalty of perjury. Yes. There was no citizen signed statement. I'm informing you that your dissolution of marriage violates the requirements for dissolution of marriage that the United Nations. And you're saying, well, officer, arresting me does not remove the crime of what you're doing. You've done that multiple times already. See, Zachary, yeah, was born on January 16th of 2012. Yes. January 16th of 2012 at the University of Washington. Yes. His birth place, yes, Seattle. King County. This is an actual copy of his birth certificate. It is January 19th of 2019. He's 17 years old and he's a sophomore in high school. Now, why would you think of arresting me when I have just proven to you child abduction, kidnapping? Well, let's look at the screen prints. Why did you issue the dissolution of marriage knowing that the marriage certificate was issued from the United Nations? Did you think you had the authority? How could you be so fucking stupid? The sole purpose of issuing the dissolution of marriage was to kidnap my sons. The sole reason to move to Brennan, Washington, so they could be trafficked because of their athletic ability. And the only reason that you're refusing to enforce the laws of this state right now is nobody has made you do what the law says. Now, oh, I have put a big red circle around this. Yes, RCW 98.40.30. I had given you this. In any prosecution for kidnapping in the second degree, if it is a defense, if established by the defendant by a preponderance of the evidence that the abduction does not include the use of intent or the use or threat of deadly force, the actor is a relative of the person abducted, and the actor's sole intent is to assume custody of that person. Now, it was bad enough a year ago when I told you about this. Now we have trafficking in children because I found out that they've been in the wrong grade for the last 7.5 years. Now, that is kidnapping in the second degree, a Class B felony. And then it is child abduction for taking them from Guam. Yes, because you made up a story that I committed domestic violence when I didn't. I did 7 hours of parenting classes. And then it is the fraud of issuing. Well, I think this custodial interference on the part of this county, this state, a relative of persons guilty of custodial interference in the second degree, deny access to such person by a parent. Yeah. See, when you issue a dissolution of marriage without any proof of service, without me getting any actual documentation before court hearings, without me getting the dissolution of marriage, and without the authority of law to dissolve a United Nations marriage certificate. You have interfered in my custody of my sons for the last 7.5 years. Now, Sheriff, you better start taking this very seriously because these are real crimes. This is reality. The parent takes, entices, retains, detains, or conceals the child with the intent to deny access from the other parent having the lawful right. I've had the lawful right to have custody of my sons when you decided to serve me and arrest me at the same moment. Wrongful execution.